Hi, my name is Dr. Lauren Proofer. I'm an admissions expert at BMO Academic Consulting. Thanks for joining me on this week's edition of BMO's Admissions Vlog. Today, I'm going to talk about how to create a personal statement from scratch. Using my own example, I'll take you through brainstorming and how to create an essay outline. By the end of the video, you'll know how to create an essay that admissions committees are going to love. Before we get started, we should talk about why the personal statement is actually important to medical schools. Because it is important, right? It's your only opportunity to set yourself apart from the competition. It's important because the personal statement tells the admissions committee why you are applying to medical school. Your sketch gives them the what, how you spend your time, what you do, but the personal statement tells them why you do, what you've learned from your experiences, and how you're going to carry that forward to your future. Medical schools are looking for students who are able to reflect on their experiences, derive meaning from them, and communicate that in a coherent and meaningful way. With that in mind, let's get started on our brainstorming. I've got a little brainstorming chart here with all these boxes that represent the different areas of my life. I've got education, work, extracurriculars, volunteer, family. You can add whatever you want. Next, quickly jot down one-word titles under each category, leaving space around each one. I'm not writing down everything I've ever done, I'm just choosing the most meaningful, quality activities and experiences and writing those down. Once you've done that, and this next step will be the most important step, you're going to look at your favorite activities and write beside each activity why you enjoy it and what you learned from it. So in my example for running, why I enjoy it is in black and the skills I learned are in blue. The important thing for the why is that you ask why you like it and then you ask why again. So that's two whys. For example, I thought about my favorite part of running, and that would be trail running. Why? Because I like exploring, not knowing what's around the next corner. Why do I like that? I like the anticipation of discovering new places and the opportunity to learn more about the world around me. So you can see this exploration curiosity piece is starting to take shape in my brainstorming. As I go through my chart, doing this, asking why and why again, suddenly all these little connections are going to start to pop out. If we go over here to education, we can see I majored in life sciences and specialized in neuroscience. And what do you know? I chose my major for the same reason. I enjoy running. I believe that the human brain is the last unexplored, unknown frontier. Clearly, curiosity and exploration are big drivers for me. So you're going to take some time, go through your chart and then dig down again with your whys, and eventually you're going to start to see these connections. You should be able to start to draw a connection here between why you do the things that you do and why you have decided to pursue medicine. The next step is to pick out 3 of these common themes that seem to be coming up again and again for you and relate them to why you are choosing to pursue a career in medicine. So you can see for me that a lot of the reasons I'm passionate about my favorite activity, running, are also needs that I'm hoping to meet with a career in medicine. Here I've written exploration/creativity, passion/perseverance, which I think of as loving the day-to-day, and working as part of a team. These 3 things will become the mapping statement for my essay. Great. Once all that has been done, I can move on to creating an outline. So here I have my academic essay outline with its introduction paragraph, 3 body paragraphs, and concluding paragraph, and you'll notice that I have this little arrow going down the side indicating time. This is because my essay is going to be a chronological narrative. I'm going to start with labeling my 3 body paragraphs with my 3 common whys, and then start filling in each box. I'm not worrying about perfect wording here, it's just about getting the overall schematic ideas right. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm going to relate my passion and what I learned from running to passions in various other areas of my life, showing that these are common themes for me over time. I'm then going to relate that to my decision to pursue medicine and talk about how that is in line with my passions and characteristics. So, I would start off my introduction, write a hook talking about running, maybe some imagery about me on some beautiful trail. I'll then move on to my mapping statement saying I'm passionate about running because it allows me to explore and learn more about the world around me, has taught me the value of patience in achieving goals, and has allowed me to be part of a team and meet many interesting people. My thesis would be that these interests have shaped my experiences and my interest in pursuing medicine. I would then go on to introduce my first body paragraph, starting off by talking about my love for exploring on my runs and relating that to my interest in studying the human brain. I'll throw in some anecdotes about my interest in science and the brain as a child and some science clubs that I was in during my undergrad and relate that to how my interest in medicine was piqued. I'll move on to talking about how running has taught me the importance of patience and perseverance in achieving long-term goals and relate that to some volunteering I did earlier in undergrad with some inner-city youth who initially had a hard time trusting me. I'll talk about how much that hard-earned trust meant to me and how much I enjoyed using my scientific knowledge to help others, and then reflect on how that furthered my interest in pursuing medicine. Finally, I'll talk about how running taught me that groups of individuals working together can achieve more than they ever could on their own. I'll relate this to my time volunteering in the emergency department and how creating a therapeutic alliance through building trust with the patient allowed me to help them achieve a better outcome. I'll conclude this by saying that the ability to form alliances with patients and help them reach their goals is what solidified my decision to pursue medicine. I'll then move on to the conclusion, reiterate my thesis and mapping statement, and relate everything I just said to my decision to pursue medicine and where I see myself in the future. You can also see that in this essay there's an overarching description of how I became interested in medicine, what furthered my interest, and what solidified my decision to pursue medicine. So I've basically taken my passions and the things that mean the most to me as a person and woven them into this chronological narrative that gives the reader an idea of where my interest in medicine began, how I explored that, and what finally solidified my decision to become a doctor. This is what you want to be communicating to the admissions committee, and if you go through and do all of this on your own, following the steps I've outlined for you, you should be ready to start your first draft in no time. That concludes another episode of BMO's Admissions Vlog. If you want even more tips on writing personal statements, please visit our blog. We have a lot of great tips as well as sample essays for you guys to take a look at. If you're looking for help with your application, anything from essay writing to interview prep, please click the link below and set up your free initial consultation today. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you all again next week.